The UK Home Secretary Priti Patel signed Assange's extradition order, but he's been given a 14-day window to appeal. Assange is wanted in the US on 18 different criminal charges, including espionage, and his platform, WikiLeaks, was home to thousands of leaked classified intelligence and official governmental documents, landing him in legal battles since 2010. Now, Assange's wife, Stella Morris, says she will fight to the end for justice.
We're not at the end of the road here. We're going to fight this. We're going to use every appeal avenue. And we're going to fight. I'm going to spend every waking hour fighting for Julian until he's free, until justice is served.
I speak now to Greg Barnes, who's an advisor to the Australian Assange campaign. He joins us now live from Hobart in Australia. Welcome to the programme. First of all, your reaction to the UK government's decision.
Well, in some ways it was predictable, but it's also extremely disappointing because it means an Australian citizen is facing over 170 years in a US jail for revealing the secrets of US military activities in Afghanistan and Iraq, and in particular war crimes. So it's a blow for freedom of the press. It's a blow for those journalists around the world who do what they should do, which is to expose the truth about what governments get up to. And it's a very dangerous precedent.
And talk to us about what the Australian government's position has been, also its role behind closed doors, because there were reports that the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, had previously spoken against Assange's incarceration.
Well, Anthony Albanese, the new Prime Minister, has been, in his early weeks in office, and his Foreign Minister, Penny Wong, have certainly been much more supportive of Julian Assange than we've seen previously in previous governments. He's made the point that there needs to be a resolution of this case and it needs to happen soon. He doesn't see much point in pursuing it. He has indicated he doesn't want to do an exercise in megaphone diplomacy. But we're certainly very, very supportive of the Prime Minister's efforts so far. And of course, now is the ideal time to pick up the phone, speak with Australia's closest allies, being London and Washington.
And what happens next? We know he has 14 days to appeal. WikiLeaks has also said that Assange will appeal his extradition from Britain to the US. And what will your campaign be doing at this moment?
Well, our campaign will be saying this is an Australian citizen who needs to be able to be reunited with his family and to return to Australia. And it's the role of the Australian government to play in this is to make sure that that happens. But as I say, we're fully supportive of what the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, is trying to do, and his Foreign Minister, and we'll continue to support them because this is, at the end of the day, about an Australian citizen and the obligation of an Australian government to ensure that that Australian citizen, Julian Assange, is kept safe.
And remind us, because this is a story that has been going on for so many years now, what the key charges are. And of course, supporters as yourself say that he was acting as a journalist.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that he was acting as a journalist, and many journalists in Australia who were previously sceptical are now taking that view. The charges relate to the release of information that indicated US military activity in Iraq and Afghanistan. Those publications by WikiLeaks and various newspapers around the world happened in 2010 and 2011. This is the first time the United States has used its domestic law to chase down a journalist from a publisher from a foreign country who's not an American citizen. But this is the first time we've seen them try to extend the reach of these laws, and that's what makes it so dangerous.
Greg Barnes, great to get your analysis today on this important story, advisor to the Australian Assange campaign. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.